Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. I'm telling you, the BRICS are going to change the world. I happen to see this from BRICS News. Basically, on the heels of this initial announcement, BRICS decides not to accept any new countries as full members for the alliance for 2024. However, the BRICS have signed some new partner countries, so these are not necessarily countries that are part of the alliance, at least not yet. But here's the breakdown. Listen to this.
One of the things we've been talking about in the past 24, 36 hours, the Western press has really shifted in its narrative. Certainly for the most part, the majority of the Western outlets now are actually saying, my goodness me, look, Putin really has friends. He's really not isolated. The sanctions haven't worked. And oh my God, what is he doing? Well, what is he doing? He's corralling more than a half of the rest of the world for some of the biggest changes in 100 years. And if you didn't know already, here's a bit of news for you. 13 nations have now officially joined up as BRICS partner countries, though they're not yet full members. Indonesia is among them. And earlier we spoke with Adri Arlan Senaga, a PhD candidate at Beijing's University of International Economics. Now, he says that BRICS is essentially key to restoring a sense of global parity as a balance to what he called Western hegemony.
So you guys can see it there, some new partner countries: Algeria, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Kazakhstan, Belarus, Turkey, Vietnam, Uzbekistan, Bolivia, Cuba, Nigeria, and Uganda. And no, Putin is not isolated. I have been seeing montage clips of the West in the Western media suggesting that Putin is becoming more and more isolated because of these sanctions, guys. The sanctions did not do anything. Of course, the BRICS nations are ramping up, if anything. ITM Trading did post this. We are witnessing the decline of an empire of global dominance as it shifts towards the East. I got to say, I love hearing Greg Manarino speak. He was recently interviewed on the Daniela Cambone show. Listen to this.
And we are witnessing the end of an empire. We are going down. The United States of America, we are no longer the economic engine of the world. People don't want our products. People don't want our dollar. It's just over. Global dominance, this is being shifted over to the East. It's just done. Now, this BRICS alliance absolutely is a threat to the central banking system here over the United States. And what we can expect to develop out of this, unfortunately, is obviously we're already seeing it. War, more war. The Fed is not going to give up their stranglehold on the world financial system, being that the dollar still remains, as of now, the world reserve currency. Look, they're setting this all up here. Again, no one should be surprised at what they're seeing. You have to look at the global picture here and how central banks work. The system of currency destruction, artificially suppressed rates, probably negative rates coming pretty soon here in the United States and around the world. These are economic destroyers. So you have this collection of BRICS nations trying to say, you know what, we've had enough of this. We need a new system. And clearly that's where we're going. How do I say this another way as well? People who follow, at least who have a functioning brain, realize we need a return to a constitutional money system. We don't need to be the crypto capital of the world. We don't need to have artificially suppressed rates, a weaker currency, period. And I mean, why are people surprised to see what's happening here with the U.S. trade deficit hyper-ballooning, with debts and deficits around the world ballooning, the world economy contracting at its fastest pace on record, central banks flooding the world? I mean, this is an incredible set of dynamics that are in play. No one should be surprised about what we're seeing here and how it's unfolded, because this is exactly what people that you and me and a lot of other people too have been trying to warn about for quite a long time. The system is being deliberately, systematically, and methodically taken apart. And the BRICS alliance is saying, you know what, we see this coming, so we need to do something about it. And that's why this is happening here.
The BRICS nations are, they're certainly figuring it out, and they're certainly getting their ducks in a row. Wanted to thank Greg Manarino for that spiel, and Daniela Cambone, of course, it was her show that this was taken from. So, new member countries expanding the BRICS. Now, again, not expanding official memberships for nations right now in 2024. However, it's looking as though these countries are likely going to be on the short list moving forward. And, as we see this new economic structure progressing over time, I think it's important to go back to when we're going to see a full implementation. And guys, it looks like we're still on target for 2025. These have been the drop dead dates now for a few years, a couple of years at least. This is the most up-to-date ISO 20022 implementation timeline for major payment infrastructures. This is coming from Smoke. Fedwire, the first electric money transfer system, is the last major USD-based payment system scheduled to migrate to ISO 20022. The shift in value will be massive. SWIFT surveyed 175 of its members, who collectively represent 80% of the payment transactions, to assess readiness for the migration deadline. All confirm they are on track, and if the deadlines are met, ISO 20022 payments will increase from 26% to 86% by November of 2025. So guys, that is just about 12 months away. You can see it here. So SWIFT currently in the process of migrating. Okay, so 2023, and they're in the coexistence period right now. So full integration by 2025, guys. Again, only 12 months away. And again, this is lining up with the liquidity portion, the euphoria phase of the bull run, which again strengthens the thesis that we will see real-world utility by 2025 when we do see that liquidity period, and that could catapult cryptocurrencies like XRP to new heights. To prices that we wouldn't even be able to calculate, even just looking at history on charts, because the charts at that point throw them out the window, because the real world utility, that's what's really going to get these prices up very high. And this is why I'm keeping a portion of my XRP for the long term. For more information, more detailed information on everything I'm doing, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. I did just put up a post yesterday. It is only $5 a month, guys. I have kept it purposely affordable. I know guys will charge $50, $100 a month for, similar kinds of subscriptions, but I wanted to keep it affordable because at the end of the day, ultimately, we just want to cash out for the most profit, and being on the same side of the trade, right? Trading against the FOMOers who are going to be coming in euphoria phase, I think is critical. I think that's the most crucial aspect of this. So $5 a month, and I plan on upping the price probably in the future. But for those people who are grandfathered in at the $5 mark, you will be grandfathered in. I'm not going to change the price on you guys. Anyway, if that is something you're interested in, again, it's up to you. So we've got the ISO 20022 implementation coming soon. And then this news hit, getting me interested considering how Brad Garlinghouse answered a question at DC FinTech Week a few days ago. Krippenreiter here posting this. I wouldn't be surprised if either SBI or Ripple come to the rescue and buy R3. Apparently R3 is up for sale. SBI R3 Japan already exists, by the way. So this is interesting because these could include some Ripple partners. R3 can settle an XRP already, as we know. They're a blockchain company backed by investors, including Bank of America. And we know Bank of America is one of the very first partners that, very first American banking partners that Brad Garlinghouse said will come out of the gates using XRP once there is full regulatory clarity. They're exploring strategic options, including selling itself. People familiar with the matter said. The New York-based company has held initial discussions with representatives from Ava Labs, the Solana Foundation, and Adhera, said the people who asked not to be named. The talks, which have been happening over the last 6 months, include options ranging from a joint venture to a minority stake sale or an outright sale. Founded in 2014, R3 was one of the earliest and buzziest startups to focus on developing blockchain systems for banks and other financial firms. It initially led a consortium of large banks focused on building blockchain systems that could run some of the most complex processes. So a very similar company to Ripple in a lot of ways. But guys, we're really not getting any more information from this. Some of their initial members were some major American banks, JP Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs, and Morgan Stanley. While its core technology is used by several live platforms like Swiss Stock Exchange's digital asset venue, some projects did not move beyond the testing phase, the people said. R3 did raise $122 million in a round completed in 2018 from more than 40 institutions, according to data provided by PitchBook. So they're up for sale, guys. A very similar company to Ripple in that they have been one of the first pioneers in blockchain technology, focusing on banks. And when asked about is Ripple looking to sell, have they ever thought about selling to a large financial firm? Well, this is what Brad Garlinghouse said.
I want to switch gears for a second here. Got to get your opinion on what we just saw just this week. Eye-popping deal, really, for Stripe to acquire a stablecoin platform, a more than $1 billion deal in this industry. When you look at a deal like that, do you say, okay, maybe we sell Ripple, or at least partner with another large financial technology firm to expand in the world of stablecoins?
Look, I look at that as a very positive sign that this industry is just becoming more and more mainstream, more and more integrated, and more demand in different payment flows. So I view it as a very positive thing for the industry. As you probably know, Ripple is about to release our own stablecoin called RLUSD. I think the stablecoin market's going to continue to grow, and I think Stripe is clearly indicating they think the same.
So a non-answer pretty much from Brad Garlinghouse of if Ripple would be thinking of selling. I think if anything, Ripple would be thinking of acquiring firms. And so, they talked about the Stripe deal and the stablecoin issue. Ripple's already got their stablecoin on the table. They are looking to take a large chunk of this financial system. They already got the worldwide partnerships. And now it's about the U.S. partnerships and fully integrate with, current partnerships that they hold, like with TerraPay, for example. Well, TerraPay and TenPay, guys, Global did just address challenges of sending money to China. So this is integration with a Ripple partner in China specifically. According to the World Bank, global remittances are projected to reach $913 billion by 2025, with a significant portion directed towards developing nations. So this has been the narrative for a while now. China, being one of the largest recipients of remittances globally, has received an estimated $53 billion in recent years. This presents a significant opportunity for TerraPay and TenPay Global to tap into the inbound remittance flows with WexinPay and their payment ecosystem. Sending money home to China has often been challenging for individuals, as you can see, and now the partnership between Ripple partner TerraPay and TenPay seeks to address these challenges by providing faster, secure, and user-friendly solutions for millions of global users. So, guys, this is more information, more indication that we are seeing more permeation of RippleNet in these countries where American technology was always kind of scrutinized heavily and really kind of rejected in a lot of ways. But the payment ecosystem with an agnostic cryptocurrency, namely XRP, that could be, I think, the first boon in a lot of cases, the first foray into regional markets that haven't traditionally used American tech. So TerraPay, not an American company, however, leveraging RippleNet technology, a confirmed Ripple partner, helping TenPay to move money into China. Interesting news there. Also happen to see this, guys, with regards to Ripple partner Paysend. In a landmark move, United Payment Georgia and Paysend have joined forces to unveil a cutting-edge digital remittance service in Georgia that promises to be seamless, fast, and cost-effective. Now, when I say Georgia, I mean the country of Georgia, not the state of Georgia. This collaboration marks a significant step in transforming the landscape of financial transactions in the region. United Payment, an estimated international financial technology provider, caters to Great Britain, Romania, Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan, Turkey, and Georgia, and they've teamed up with Ripple partner Paysend, a renowned global remittance platform currently facilitating money transfers across 170 countries worldwide. The result is a dynamic partnership aiming at revolutionizing the way funds are sent and received in Georgia. And I do believe Turkey and Uzbekistan, if I'm not mistaken, Turkey, yes, and Uzbekistan, yes, they are a part of that global BRICS partner country list there that I was talking about at the top of the video. So guys, more XRP utility in a lot of these countries where they obviously see the pain point of sending money. Don't forget, we take for granted in the West that, our payments go through very easily if you're using the US dollar or the Great British Pound or the Euro. Those are very liquid corridors. So we don't really have a problem sending money, but a lot of these other countries, their fiat currencies, I bet you couldn't even name the currency they use in Azerbaijan. No, either can I. So, I don't know. This is a new frontier of payments. Ripple helping out by leveraging the XRP ledger, RippleNet technology, and XRP as that agnostic cryptocurrency. And moving along, guys, we've got another one. USI Money and Ripple partner dLocal have also entered a cross-border payment partnership. So again, Ripple partners continuing to make waves. dLocal, a cross-border payment platform, has joined forces with foreign exchange provider USI Money, aiming to enhance payment services in Asia and Africa. So looking at a different region of the world here, this collaboration will focus on addressing the challenges of high costs, slow speeds, and limited access in cross-border transactions. And the Financial Stability Board, they're behind it too. They've identified that over 40% of cross-border payments take more than a day to settle, leading to delays in fund availabilities. Now, again, these are this 40%, I'm sure, takes place 100% in countries where there are liquid fiat currencies. Moreover, most of the customer demand instant transactions, a need that is not being met by traditional payment systems. You also have to remember a lot of these people don't have banks. These are the underbanked and unbanked populations. Here's a quote, guys. Together, we are dedicated to ensuring that users can access their funds quickly and affordably, fundamentally improving the cross-border payment experience in these high-growth regions. The latest partnership will enable direct transfers into bank accounts and digital wallets such as Bcash, which is another Ripple partnered company, and Nagad in Bangladesh, and M-Pesa, which is also connected to Ripple, and Airtel in Kenya and Uganda, and UPI India, which is also a Ripple connected organization. So guys, huge RippleNet and XRP adoption going to take place through dLocal, through these other Ripple related companies in Asia and Africa. So just thought I would share that news with you today. We've been seeing a lot of great partnership news, some amazing updates with regards to Ripple and XRP. Brad Garlinghouse standing firm with his non-answer. I don't think Ripple is looking to sell. Do you? Put it down in the comments section if you guys have an opinion on that. Regardless, though, it's not just me. I've been holding XRP since 2017. And yes, I do admit I thought this was going to happen a lot quicker. I mean, the journey is part of the fun, right? I think some people would debate me on that. Even Andy Schectman, president and owner of Miles Franklin, has recently been asked about the best cryptocurrency options for diversification. And guys, here's what he had to say. He's a gold advocate, okay? But he backs Ripple, and he says XRP will skyrocket after this SEC nonsense is finally cleared. While he primarily focuses on gold, he was asked about several options like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Chainlink. However, he said that XRP stands out. XRP specifically stands out due to its unique structure and existing partnerships. Schectman hinted that XRP's efficiency was the reason it could be a preferred choice for financial transactions, all while operating within the rules set by organizations like the Bank for International Settlements. Of course, he did say that the SEC lawsuit looming overhead is part of what's holding it back, at least right now. But here he is, Andy Schectman, on the Paul Barron Network show. This was just posted yesterday, guys, and this is what he said about Ripple and XRP being used for the future of settlements. Listen to this.
What amounts to a centralized ecosystem. You know, this is one of the reasons why a lot of people talk about XRP, because
Yes.
XRP truly isn't decentralized, and they have the ability to, reach out and grab someone if they have to, so to speak, in a crude sense of the word. But I do think that you will see a lot of these systems attempt to be integrated, and all the names on that list are that would pay reference to that. When you see all of these countries involved in mBridge, and all of these institutions involved in mBridge, Western-based institutions, there's no question there will be interoperability. The question is, what systems will they integrate? And I'm surprised that Bitcoin is on the list. I don't think it will be something that will be tied to any settlement, but I do think they understand the ability of transacting currencies and being able to purchase things like Bitcoin. I would see, quite frankly, a much higher possibility of something like XRP being involved in transacting, in
Right.
being used to integrate with the mBridge or Project Agora or any of these other settlement options, a form of instant settlement, a much more efficient way of doing so, but all of it under the purview, if you will, of the BIS and of the Western system. So it's an interesting thought experiment. Don't know how it all plays out, but so many people focus on the BRICS pushing away from Western hegemony. I think it's naive to not notice the elephant in the corner of the room, and that is the BIS and all of the organizations who are signing up to participate in it as well.
It's interesting that you mentioned Ripple, because Ripple is doing some things within the SBI, which is using XRPL for supply chain solutions. So this is exactly what you're talking about. Is this could be maybe one of the solutions that Project Agora and others might get into in terms of use case for not only value, but just the transactional layers of blockchain. If you were looking at the best crypto to play, and I know that obviously you're a gold guy, but you look at diversification. I think a lot of people that follow our channel, they might hold gold, they hold all sorts of assets, crypto being one of them. But you look at some of the crypto opportunities out there, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, something like a Stellar or an XRP, Chainlink, some of these that are starting to integrate with the banking system. Is there any that you would say, oh, this might be interesting to watch?
I mean, I own a little bit of Bitcoin only because I didn't want to say, why didn't I own it? And I've been talking about this stuff for so very long, but I am a hard asset guy, to your point, and it's hard for me to let my mind go to a place where I can't hold it. But I do really, really recognize the potential in XRP. And in looking at the way that it's constructed, in looking at the contracts that have already been signed, and looking at that flow chart that you just showed, it's unquestionable that once all this nonsense with the SEC is behind them, in my opinion, it offers amazing potential because it's going to be integrated into the system. It would be the one that I would probably say offers the best potential, at least from an expansion of the system that already is showing you that it is in I guess in just about every sense of the word is already integrated into their plans.
So boom goes the dynamite. Andy Schectman saying XRP has the highest potential among all these cryptocurrencies, guys, because of all the groundwork Ripple has laid down. Remember, guys, this has been a process. This has been in the making for almost a decade now. Ripple stronger than ever. And, we're thinking this SEC case is going to be ancient history, hopefully very, very soon. This is going to give XRP time to rise and rise significantly to new heights once it is fully integrated into this new financial system. And for more information on what I'm doing with my XRP, guys, because I'm going to be keeping some and I'm going to be selling some, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.